And I come back to this point that in today's market, to capture the dollar of the person who can afford these cars, you've got to offer supercar rivaling performance. I mean, this has got to perform at the level of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a Porsche. 200 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. Has the game moved on so that this car is fulfilling the role now that your car fulfilled then?
Yeah, I'd agree with you that the game's moved on, and I think that's one of the wonderful things about the Roadster is that this is a car that's quite unique in today's collector car world. It's a totally original car. Has original paint, original interior. It gives you a glimpse of what things were made like back 40 years ago. Most of the cars today that you see are fully restored and they're beautiful pieces, but they're also, they talk more about today's technology, today's paints, today's craftsmanship, and this is like a Rembrandt. Would you paint over a Rembrandt today just because the paints available are brighter than they were back then?
Well, I mean, a car can only be original once, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
And this one is. This car's got how many miles on it?
It's got 86,000 miles, and that goes back to what you were talking about. It's been driven reliably. The engine's never been out of the car before, so it's
and it's 44 years old, 86,000 miles, and it's never been torn down.
Yeah.
That's remarkable. Now, it's fascinating to think, I mean, with all the electronic systems in a car like the SL65, what are the chances of that happening, you know? And when the new version of Windows comes out, is that car now obsolete? Yeah, that's really true.
I know. And you talk about driver involvement. I mean, I get the paddle shift, and I get that there's kind of some interest in today's world, especially with all the video games and everything else. But don't you feel like you're a lot more remote from the car, and you don't have anything to do other than to sit back and, I mean, your left leg doesn't have anything to do but play with the brake.
Yeah, but I got 2 feet and 2 pedals, just like in a race car, just like in a kart. One for the go, one for the whoa, and I'm totally happy.
Yeah, in today's race car. But that car was a race car in its day, and it was more about the drivers. It was not more, today it's more about the machines.
So what we've established is, what have we established here?
I guess we're agreeing to disagree.
Your car's pretty. I'll admit your car's prettier. And, and it's got a competition pedigree that the SL65 can't match because motorsports has moved into a direction that doesn't have much to do with road cars anymore. And it's more visceral and it's more involving. Well, that I can see.
You've made the comparison to today's supercars, and as you said, back in the day of my Roadster, you could pick between a Ferrari. There was a handful of cars that you would choose from. Today, there's probably a few more options than there were back then, but I have to say, I don't think too many people would choose your car over the other supercar options that they have today. Yeah, there's some practicality, but that's not why you buy a supercar. That's not what it's about, going to the grocery store. The whole thing is driving it, driving to the destination and showing up. Your car is made to show off on Rodeo Drive. My car is made so that when I get to my destination, I feel like I've done something. All right, Isaac, you have to choose between the 2 cars. Which one will you have?
Boy, if I had a garage full of toys, I guess I'd go for the 300, but if I can only have one, it's the SL65.
All right, till next time.
All right, on then and now.